Howdy doody everybody, my name is KevGuuey and welcome back to Chuusotsu First Graduation. I heard that word just recently. Yeah, she had passion right here. Like, she has passion for... Wait, so Arue has passion for manga. Arue has passion to stop this whole seal shenanigan. And Koiro... I actually don't know what Koiro's passion is for. She does running a lot. She does a lot of exercise, right? It has to be for something. Oh no, so there was that one person she talked about at one time. And yeah, the reason she's training. Couldn't find any. And how exactly did Arue act toward Aurora? Alright, how would you help out? Hello, how? Arue literally ran through Hollow's body and out of the room. Koiro was chasing her, but Aurora wouldn't stop. She stopped, without turning around. I had to cut her off. She declared it flatly. She began to talk, but then stopped. Maybe she couldn't say it. Maybe it was just too personal. There was sadness in her tone. Leaving those words behind, she started to walk off again. All Koiro could do was watch her go. He couldn't chase after her. Pushing open the iron door, Aru ran out onto the rooftop. The wind was strong. It was on the roof of the shopping mall. She looked everywhere, but didn't see a single person. There was no one here. She crumpled up on the spot. At that moment, she heard someone walk up behind her. She turned around full of anticipation.
Arue? Jessica-san でしたか?
Koro stepped forward. He walked all the way to the fence.
私ね、あれを見に来たんだ.
She pointed with her finger at the darkening sky, in the direction of the iron tower standing above it all.
あららと一緒にした冒険で。って言っても、一回だけだったけど、ここに来て、あの鉄塔から変な電波が出てるって話を聞いたんだ。
She told Aru about it too. They were the first words that made her want to run away from that psycho.
正直言って、何を言ってるのかわからなかったよ。だから、見に来たんだ。この街を出ていく前に、元の日常に戻ってしまう前に、あららの見ていた世界がどんなだったのかを。そうですか。
Looked down. She unconsciously compared herself to Koiro and became sick of her own pettiness. Aru didn't try to understand Aurora at all.
アルエはどうしてここに? 私は
This is where I first met Miss Fujisaki. She couldn't say it. Her tongue felt heavy in her mouth. Aru figured that nothing she said now would matter anyway. Besides, there's another reason.
もしかしたらそっちが本命なのかもね。
That first day, ridden with guilt for abandoning Koiro after she had saved her, Aru ran to the rooftop. And now, she came to the rooftop feeling guilty about having hurt Aurora. The orange-dyed sky enveloped Aru's world. She was used to this scenery. She had seen it many times before. Whenever Aru experienced severe mental paralysis, she would always come here. Fled to the rooftop when she was supposed to go to school. Similarly, she sought shelter here when she lost her seal. She had done it countless times. Aru had been determined not to run away anymore. But here she was.
また逃げちゃった。
A person's determination was a brittle thing. When given the choice between holding one's ground or fleeing without anything to tie that person down, it was always easier to choose the latter. Aru knew that through personal experience. It started several years ago. Oh, that's another story. Yes. At a certain middle school. This was a class of first-year middle schoolers. Around May, a good month after the entrance ceremony, the students had finally managed to rid themselves of their built-up tension. As a result, the echoes of lively chatter filled the classroom. For children at this age, their class made up the whole of their society. It was their own miniature world. Whoa! Your hair's a little too long there. In the midst of that, there was a single girl huddled at her own desk. Oh, look at her, she's just... Oh... First row window seat. She could overhear a spirited conversation about fashion between three nearby people, including the popular kid who sat in the seat next to her. At some point, one of them bent backwards in an exaggerated reaction to something bumping against the desk. Aru's pen wavered wildly, leaving an erratic snake-like trail in her private notebook. The culprit behind this accident didn't seem to care or even notice. She was like a honeybee, fascinated by the flower that was conversation. She cleaned up her notebook with her eraser. The girl silently cleaned up the mess. Marisugawa Arue was a girl who understood her position in life. She simply studied and had nothing to say. As she had nothing to say, Arue was afraid to talk to anyone else. That fear made her retreat into herself. She found that the only thing she could really confront was her studying. From then on, her problems with human networking would never cease. The reason she never dabbled in online SNS sites was exactly the same. In short, there was fault in her personality as a young girl. SNS? Social Network Services? I don't know. Given that the impression others had of Marisugawa Arue was fairly universal. She was plain. The word plain in itself was flavorless. In that flavorless world, when taken to the extremes, became even more tasteless. She was air. Nothing would change regardless of whether or not she was present. Marisugawa Arue was merely the background to the grand society known as youth. Much like a desk, a chair, a flower vase, or a locker, she was no more than one of those objects that had been placed there with little to no thought. Nonetheless, she had her own dramas to wrestle with as a living, breathing being. No one looked at her, no one could see her. It wasn't out of spite. She just didn't pull anyone's attention. She was aware of her own status as air. That was why she couldn't help but remain quiet. As a result, her words never reached anyone's ears. No one ever remembered her name or face. There's no way this wouldn't be painful for her as a child. Even so, she couldn't change herself. It wasn't even a question of courage. The very concept of change was pure terror to her. So she studied. She studied desperately to become a government worker. Why a government worker? The reason she tried so hard to reach that difficult-to-attain position could be traced back to her household. Arue. Ari, I'm going to get some side dishes for dinner. Can you make the rice? Marisugawa Arue's mother was a Chuusotsu. In order to support her son and daughter, she worked tirelessly day and night. Oh. Having lost her housewife seal, her hand instead displayed a part-time worker's seal. Housewife seal. What? These are so weird. This is so weird. The seals and everything. Housewife seal? What does that mean? They're smart? In housewife activities? What does that even entail? I don't get it. That seal was equivalent to that of a high schooler and granted her no mental or physical boosts. Yeah, to see that is insane to have boosts like that. Why don't just have boosts to freaking technology for everyone, and then everyone could just, I don't know, improve society into space or whatever. Aside from the fact that she had a salary provided by the federal government, she was no different from a Chuusotsu. It was difficult for someone with no seal to hold multiple jobs, even part-time ones. Her mother's body had considerably weakened as a result of juggling several jobs. The image of her mother working cold winter nights with her cracked and rough hands in spite of everything had a great impact on Marisugawa Arue's life decisions. Wow. That's the reason why she wanted to become a government worker. Wow. Oh man. This is hitting close to home here. Having that same feelings for that passion. This was Marisugawa Arue's reason for investing so much into her studies. Oh, I understand her now. I understand what she actually wants to do. And the reason. So then, based on the results of the compatibility examination, we'll have Mr. Nakatani be our anchor for the 100-meter relay. Ping Pong Club, Nakatani, you're the anchor. You've really turned your life around. Back in elementary school, you were awful at using physical boosts, and everyone mocked you for being sluggish. Yeah, that compatibility examination really helped. Thanks to this speed specialty boost, I'm super popular with the girls too. What the heck? What kind of boost? Who chooses these boosts? Alright, so I take it everyone who wasn't determined with the compatibility examination have entered in other categories, right? Sir, we finished splitting up the sports festival duties. She timidly raised her hand. Front row, window seat. Alright, then you can spend the rest of the time in self-study. No one noticed. This wasn't the first time, but she certainly felt the damage. She decided to go talk to the class representative during the break. Her mom might come watch her that day. Never been able to make it in the past, though. But this time, she just might. That's what I heard. Sounds like a dud to me. But you know, sounds super sketchy if you ask me. She often considered just giving up. Then she remembered a certain scene in a manga. It was the same kind of situation. In the manga, the introverted student mustered all her courage and spoke up in a loud voice. As a result, she made lots of friends among her classmates. She became motivated. She believed without a reason that she would be the same. This was the springtime of 12-year-old Marisugawa Arue's life. Her feelings of invincibility as a 12-year-old made even manga stories work as believable proof. They turned around. He made them turn around. But what next? What is it? Huh? What? He panicked. Words wouldn't come out right. Laughter burst out from a corner of the room. Her head was ringing as if she had just been bludgeoned by a club. Yeah, ha ha ha, well what's up with this girl? Come on everyone, don't laugh, heh. Well, I haven't decided. He was copying Aru. I twisted his mouth and made a silly grimace. The classroom roared with laughter again. Burdened by said laughter, the rest of the students turned their attention to them. Huh? What's going on? Ping Pong Club, whose gag is that? A comedian? No, it's this girl. What was her name again? Huh? Miss Marisugawa? Right, Miss Marisugawa delivered a real side splitter just now. Yeah, the storm of laughter was Aru frozen in place. Was Miss Marisugawa always like that? Oh, seriously? Yeah, you should have said that sooner. Come on, Miss Marisugawa, do it again, hurry. But her heart seized up. She wanted to run away, but the thought never crossed her mind. I wanted to see it too. Suzy, you guys, cut it out. You're making Miss Marisugawa uncomfortable. You say that, but you're grinning like the rest of us. Come on, hurry up, Marisugawa. Aru didn't cry. She herself found that odd. Her brain simply felt like it was juiced up in a blender. Words she spoke were bland. They had no taste or smell and left the area pure white. But, even then... Whoa, Miss Marisugawa spoke. That's the first time I've seen Marisugawa speak. This is what she sounds like? Isn't this like a super rare occasion? Yeah, ha ha ha. Felt herself fading away. Focused on her legs and barely managed to remain standing. Even so, Marisugawa Arue would explain that this wasn't bullying. Why? Because this was the only time it happened. After this moment, she had returned to being just air. Blended into her class's background and dropped off everyone's radar. It wasn't something that Marisugawa Arue tried too hard to achieve, despite the fact that they had laughed that much at Marisugawa Arue. Everyone simply forgot about Marisugawa Arue's existence. At the sports festival, her mother was, as usual, nowhere to be seen. Oh. And I'm going to end the episode here, everybody. This is... wow. Holy moly, I did not expect this turn of events as to her past. And this is kind of... This is insane. And I feel so bad for Aru that she had to deal with this. Wow. But anyways... I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Chuusotsu. If you guys did, then please smash that like button and subscribe down below for more awesome videos. And don't forget to ring that little bell to get notifications of my uploads. Thank you everybody for watching this episode, and you will hear me in the next one. Goodbye!